This is the bit of beekeeping that I have been really excited about. All season I am checking the bees, trying to make sure that they're healthy, trying to make sure that they're queen right, making sure they've got space, and really just try and do the right thing by the bees. And all of a sudden I've got honey, and to be honest, for me it snuck up on me this season. Last year I had no honey, so this year it was a really nice surprise. So today I'm checking whether the honey is ready, and if it is, I'm taking this super off and ready for extraction. I am definitely still learning. This is my first extraction, so I'm trying to be quite methodical about it. Suit on, gloves on, and just taking my time. I'm being sure not to rush in just because I'm getting excited. I know that honey can look ready before it actually is, and especially if there's too much moisture, too much water in the honey, that can then lead to the honey fermenting in the jar, and I don't want that. It's a waste of my time, and more importantly, it's a waste of all those poor bees that have gone to the effort of creating this honey, and that would just be such a shame. So I know I'm looking for capped honey. I know that the bees apply their wax cappings when that water percentage is just right. I don't know how they know, but they know. Very clever. So when the bees have dried down the nectar properly, I think they do this by rolling it on their proboscis. That's when they cover it with wax. That's when it's perfect and ready for us, the beekeepers, to then extract. I am still getting the smoker ready before I open them up. Everyone knows from my bees that as soon as the honey flow finished, they became super spicy. Now I don't want to use too much of it, and especially not in the super, but I want it there. And I just want enough to keep everything calm whilst I'm going through and taking that super. It's basically there for if the bees become angry with me. The little green plug is actually really useful, because if the smoke's becoming too hot or too fierce, that can really help to calm it down and just protect the bees and also stop them from getting even more angry. I'm actually learning that beekeeping, there's so much to learn, always more to learn, but these small tiny little details, these tips and tricks you get from people can make it so much easier. They're really great to learn and retain and then employ in reality. And also tips and tricks to be kinder to the bees. I'm big on that. I hate if I accidentally crush a bee, so anything to make it more harmonious between the bees and myself is always a winner with me. And you can see them flying around here, and to be honest, this is what I love about it. There's just so much going on. You're trying to read what they're telling you without disturbing them any more than you need to. So now it's time to check the frames. Some of these are lovely. They are heavy, they're well filled, they're nicely capped, and these are the ones that I want to see. You lift them and you can feel straight away that the bees have put a proper crop in there. Honey is heavy, but not every frame is the same. And for me, my frames aren't spaced evenly. And that's when you need to use an uncapping fork to get into those lower down bits that the knife can't get to. And it's a little bit fiddly, so it's a bit annoying. I'd rather not have that, but it's also still kind of satisfying. And it's all fun when we're doing honey extraction. And to be honest, this is one of the things that I didn't think about at the start. It's only now in practice that I think, oh, there's a slight issue here. How do I overcome this? How can I tweak that next season? Now, we need to go get the bees out of the super before the frames go anywhere near the extraction room. And this is where the blower comes in. It looks a bit full on, but used properly, it's a quick way of clearing the bees from the frame so they can go back into the hive and the honey can come away cleanly. This is such a satisfying moment. There's honey, which is obviously brilliant, but more than that, it feels to me like all of my learning has actually come together. The inspections, the timing, the equipment, the tiny details like frame spacing and keeping the smoker under control. It all really matters. And to be honest, I'm learning absolutely everything from the 14-day beekeeper, and with Lawrence's help, it's given me the confidence to get the best out of my bees. If I think to how I conducted my season last year as opposed to this year is so much better. And I have honey to harvest this year, so that speaks volumes in itself. It's just given me the confidence to get the absolute best out of my bees without guessing my way through it. It has made such a huge difference for me, and if you're anything like me, it will just give you that confidence, and then you will see it in the results and the difference in your beekeeping.